And we are off.
That's us. We are getting started here.
Now, these runners stayed pretty neck and neck for a while. Hopefully, they're able to do that again. This level, once again, hopefully there's no surprises. Delca showing off that swag one up. We saw death in this during the qualifiers, so I leave every option open.
Yeah, that's true, actually. The last death that I remember seeing was the 11 exit tournament, and Dots was doing his normal sort of ground assisted shell jump swag. It's cool, but he got nailed by the shell. It was kind of hilarious, and right at the end as well. So it was very costly.
All right, and both of them taking a 360. We have not seen a 361 today. So on this level, of course, they're looking for an optimal 259 on the timer. To achieve that, they're going to run on these wooden platforms as long as they can. They're going to move right along with Mario, giving him just a little bit of boost to save a little bit of time. And both these runners are very well versed in this level. It shouldn't be an issue. I believe we saw 58 from Sonic last race, though. And once again.
Yeah.
Gonna give Delca a very slight advantage. No real advantage. We're still in World 1.
So both of these players are going to be passing up in the shell jump, but spinning on that shell, getting rid of the shell, does reduce lag, but both of them are taking it with them. Oh, it's a sad day to be me, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. Tell them once again what they need to hear, Ben, because no one's getting it.
Spin jump on the shell, get rid of it. It reduces lag, or at least it saves getting lag, which is kind of the same thing. But if you take that shell with you, or even kick it, or leave it, it's going to reduce lag.
Yep, it is free time sitting there on the ground. Destroy that shell, get it out of its sprite slot.
So actually, Sonic probably saved the second over delcaMX on that cutscene alone. Delca almost walked up right to the door. Yeah, but Shady, I don't remind you because you're just being stubborn, so that doesn't count.
Yep, there's some runners who will just never stomp the shell.
Oh, he specifically doesn't stomp the shell because I said it's because of me. I have made him.
Oh, even better.
Shell alone. Yo, thank you for the sub. I think that's a resub. 14 months in a row. Wow, that's a lot of months.
And Sonic getting an awesome 241. Delca having a little bit of trouble on those cages indoors, getting a 236. Sonic's got to be feeling happy about that, taking a small lead back. But they're so close. Things could change coming up next in Donut Plains 1.
Yeah, so just a very quick mention about subs, about bits, about all that good stuff. Also, exclamation mark bets if you want to take advantage of those free bets. But all of that revenue makes these tournaments possible. Like, there are hundreds of people probably on the volunteer Discord now. Staff just constantly at it. Such an impressive operation. So it's massively appreciated.
That's right. And over this flyover level is a great time to mention that Command Bets. If you're a viewer outside of the US and you're eligible to sign up, you can click on that link that's promotional from Vi.gg in collaboration with Speed Gaming. Get yourself a free €20 bet you can use on all these matches you see right here in this tournament.
Yeah, and the other good thing about that is it's funding the prize pool of this and future tournaments. So it's a nice partnership, and I'm looking forward to using it. Upcoming matches.
That's right. We have a prize pool currently of $750 that these racers are going to be gunning for.
750 big ones. Yeah, it's really, really awesome.
All right, both of them getting the multicolor pipe. They went a little high in that dry room to.
Oh no, Sonic unfortunately, he pressed down while he was holding that shell and losing it, but he actually would have made it right through there. If you get that bonklet, you're... Oh no! That looked like he should... Oh, okay, well, that's unfortunate.
Yep, Sonic losing his cape there, unfortunately, right at the end.
And even though, like, extra spins might have saved him, it did look like he got frame ruled. Like, it looked like it should have worked as it was, but I don't know. Or maybe he came from underneath.
We apologize about those technical difficulties. We'll have that video up right quickly. We'll be heading into the ghost house now. This is going to be an easy level that they get through. Just to quickly describe it, this ghost house they get through super quickly by just flying through the end of one room and flying up to the top of the next. And they get out of there. Delca's going to be getting out of there first. Sonic had to go back for a cape. Delca getting that early flight. We're going to see if Sonic can get it as well. I believe he had issues with it last time. It can be hard getting P-Speed off those moving platforms. Sonic not getting the early P-Speed. He needs to go back to get flight. It's going to give Delca a little more of a lead. But Sonic might be able to make that time up in the future Morton's Castle. Clipping that block and losing flight. Fortunately, those clouds are there to catch him, allowing him to get flight again. Just another unfortunate minor time loss. Now Delca's doing his final flyover stage before Morton's Castle. And that's where we've seen a lot of the leads grow or the standings change in these races. Alright, and he's getting out of there smooth, not touching any of these parachuting Goombas. He's going to be making his way onto Morton's Castle, where he's going to make great use of this cape. I do love Morton's Castle, especially for the casual watcher, because no one really knows this pipe exists unless you're a runner, it seems. Going into that pipe gets you the bonus one-ups. But he doesn't need that room. He's just going to turn right back around and get out. This Morton flight here is very intense. It's a vertical level, not a lot of horizontal area to maintain your P-Speed. Keep that flight going. Delca's fine. He's going to get the same cycle. Oh, he's dropping again. He's getting scared.
Oh, no. Oh,
yep.
Dear. Saw that one coming.
If you miss that choke point jump, don't go for a second jump because you will lose cape. That dry bones is going to be over that gap.
I thought that was a shell, or I thought that was a wall jump for a moment, but it probably was just sort of on screen, just about.
Sonic losing cape as well.
Damn, dude. I saw that one coming too, unfortunately.
Yep. Sonic had a very real chance to take the lead if he had just kept his cape.
Yeah, if he had kept his cape, he would be in the lead, pretty much always. This is going to be close, this is going to be close. Okay, he got there.
Oh, goodness.
He is still going to save time, I believe, though. I think Delca might have lost cycle.
Right,
oh, it was a wall jump? It was...
Oh, wow, that looked to me that the platform was just coming out. Maybe I was wrong.
You see, it's weird. Even if, like, 1 or 2 pixels off that platform was out there, it's still, like, as difficult as a wall jump, so it kind of is anyway.
True.
Maybe, sort of, not really. But it was cool. It was kind of funny.
So you're going to have to see Delca and Sonic go back for a cape, unfortunately.
They pretty much have to go back for cape. You've got to be so confident to continue on without it. And I probably would even go back for cape.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in a race format.
Yeah, it's super tough.
Now, we've seen this level be difficult for a lot of these runners, even with cape. because it just utilizes every amount of vertical height that this cape allows you to get.
Nicely done from Delca.
Very nice, very nice. Sonic is going to be going into Vanilla Dome 1 for his attempt as Delca moves on to the secret. This level's also given everyone just a lot of bad business. There's a choke point midway in the level. Delca not getting the flight where he wants it at first.
Right, okay. I have something to tell Sonic later, and it's do not spin those Buzzy Beetles. That is so risky. So if you're running at full speed and you're just spinning those Buzzies, you can get frame ruled. There's essentially luck whether you're going to get through there and keep cape. And especially losing cape in this level, if you do, you're losing like over a minute. So there's quite a consistent way to just be able to take a shell with you and then just throw it and wreck them that way, but do not recommend doing it that way. If you're doing it that way, just don't run at full P speed. Just take your time.
Alright, and Delca's got himself a couple of flyover levels to get under his belt before he reaches the fortress. Sonic's on his way to meet up there as well.
Yeah, so keeping it nice and close. I have to say, Sonic is probably feeling a lot better about this run. The only thing so far was losing that cape, which is unfortunate, but this run has seemed to come together a lot better. Delca, again, still playing very well, so he's still feeling good, I reckon.
Yeah, Delca is not going to make this easy on Sonic. If Sonic wants this lead, he's going to have to take it.
Yeah, I do think it's fair to say that based on Delca's performance in any given race, probably is the favorite. So Sonic does have to play well, but Delca is giving plenty of opportunities, so it's possible. And Sonic is capable of it. I do think he's right back in this match though at the moment, so we could say keep very close. But Delca will be in the lead by probably about between 18 and 20 seconds at the moment. Maybe a bit more actually, but it's very close.
Yep, it's definitely a strong lead, but it's one that he could lose depending on what mistake could happen. Delca making his way through the underwater fortress. I don't believe we saw any Thwomp D spawn attempts from either of these runners in their previous races. Nice job getting under that fish, keeping his cape. Sonic hot on his heels right now in the same fortress. And Delca's going to be entering the Reznor fight where we've seen a lot of lost capes. He definitely does not want to get sniped by one of those Reznors. That would give Sonic the lead he needs. He needs to get off fast. Alright, he made it back to the platform. He is safe.
Yeah, the first half of that Reznor fight was actually quite good, but it got a bit sketchy at the end. Still nicely done though. It could have ended in tears. Oh no, yeah, that was.
Ooh, Sonic.
Yeah, getting onto that last. Actually, getting onto the last fish in both rooms requires pretty much the same sort of technique, and please pull out. Don't lose your fire. Losing fire here would be a disaster. It really.
He needs to keep this fire.
That's even worse though.
Sonic taking a death in Reznor.
Ah, dude. No way.
A horrible play. That's going to be a massive time loss for Sonic.
Mark, you're even worse than me. Your ability to curse. No, I'm only joking, but. To be fair, you said it after it actually happened, so.
Yeah, the rare chat curse. It wasn't our fault this time, Ben.
Come on.
Oh, Sonic almost taking another death, getting out of there before the fish hit him.
So this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough for Sonic, but I'm not being nice whenever I say he can still do this. Like, he definitely can.
Absolutely.
It has to, the mistakes have to stop, and it's very difficult to just actually do that.
Delca's showing off some nice cape swag.
Yeah,
that is one of the slowest speeds I've ever seen.
And yeah, I mean, that's another thing about this level. You can actually be like, you can actually have less than, sorry, I'm gonna try this again. You can have a speed that wouldn't normally work, but because the screen is coming to the right, it's weird. I'm sure you guys maybe know what I'm trying to articulate.
Yeah, you can get away with cape flight that you normally wouldn't, and just due to the level scrolling feature.
Yeah, a negative cape speed would actually work in this level.
It allows for some really cool cape swag.
Big shout outs to Sonic for getting through that level. It would just be so easy to tilt so hard or just forfeit or, you know, but he's going to continue, and I'm glad to see it.
Yep, absolutely. I cannot stress how important it is that he keeps this mushroom, though. He's playing it close to the right side of the screen, and it's getting me concerned. He needs a cape that is in this level. If he doesn't have the mushroom, he's going to have a very difficult time getting that cape. Showing off all the one-ups he can get in this level. Almost losing the mushroom. What are you doing? Okay, he's out of there. This is a level I always say, auto-scrollers get you bored and you start goofing around and you get complacent, and that's where you start losing your power-ups. Delca's going to be going through Ludwig's castle, not getting off that first flight. This castle shows off some great cape tech, though. Cape canceling through the ball and chains, making his way into room 2. He's going to want to fly under these Podoboos, not taking any damage.
Well, he played it safe in the first half of room 2, unlike previous times. So I think he sort of adjusted. It was sort of spooky the last couple of times, I guess.
All right, taking the cage is pretty safe too. He's secure in his lead. Fortunately, waiting before taking that last jump. That Koopa takes a lot of power-ups we've seen. He's going to do the double fireball and jump on Ludwig, getting him out of there real quick.
Yeah, so if you want that last Koopa to go to the right, basically on the bit just underneath him, you want to get that screen scrolled up. So what I would do is I would intentionally just climb up a little bit extra on that sort of U-shape of fence underneath that one. It just scrolls that screen up just a little bit. Although you can go around the right hand side of that Koopa.
Yeah, it's very tight movement to get on that right side. Alright, Delca will be entering Forest of Illusion, leaving Ludwig's castle as Sonic enters the castle. I don't believe we're going to see any Forest of Illusion wings attempts from either of these runners. They're going to play it straight and just get themselves to the exit after picking up a Yoshi. There he goes. He wants to make sure he keeps that Yoshi. Sonic making his way through room 2. He's too slow. Oh, bouncing off that Podoboo, saving himself from falling in the lava. Great save on Sonic's part. Very sketchy room 2. He has no flower for a quick kill on Ludwig. He's going to have to rely on a cycle skip here, as Delca makes his way cleanly through Forest of Illusion 1. Sonic doing what Ben was just talking about, climbing up a little extra on that U cage before his jump to get that screen scroll right. So the skip that Sonic's going to rely on here is hitting Ludwig in the air before he touches the ground. This is going to allow him to do a third hit while he's on the ground, skipping the entire cycle of him turning into a shell. Delca's going for a trick we call Yoshi Clip. Oh, he's not. He's going to go for Easy Clip. I forget he did this last run as well. There's a clip with true. Yoshi there that we'll see hopefully from Sonic. Delca's going to show off the alternative route. And if you're new to this game, if you're new to this category, this is a clip you can do. So watch very closely.
Yeah, it is very, very, very easy, this clip. It's pretty much just about knowing how to do it once you know how to do it. Yep. It's easy.
He's going to sit in that corner, hold down and left, and dismount, and you will get through that wall. It loses time to regular Yoshi clip, but God, it looks cool.
Certainly if you have Yoshi at this point, it's going to be faster than not going for any clip at all. It's still going to save like 10-15 seconds. If you're only ever intending to go for it and picking up Yoshi, it is technically faster not to go for the clip. But that's assuming that you're having like an absolutely perfect run without clip, and that's very difficult. So I personally recommend going for the safe clip if you don't go for hard.
Sonic
very good
losing his cape. Yeah.
It was such a good recovery. But it's not over yet.
He lost his cape right by a cape, so that's good.
It's unfortunate that Sonic did a couple of bounces there. He could have just got P-speed and got out of here, but very good recovery.
Yep, he's gonna need a good Yoshi skip if he wants to save time here.
Well, if he gets clip in the first maybe 3 attempts, he's gonna save time. There is still only about a difference of like 1 minute 50 seconds, so this is very much to play for. All eyes on delcaMX. This is a big level coming up. Has been doing pretty well, but still very tough. That's too low, unfortunately, for Sonic. He's going to continue. Actually, I agree with this play from Sonic.
Delca showing off great Roy Fly skills.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, that actually
not the worst place to lose flower. Yeah, he's not going to be using that flower again, so not the worst place to lose flower, I suppose.
Sonic in there. So yeah, even if you're sitting in that corner, you're holding left down, and then you press A to dismount. You can still sometimes knock it in. I think it's frame rule based, but you always seem to get it within 2 tries. At least getting it for the first try.
It's very easy.
Oh, wow!
Missing
Sonic
that
got
fish.
That fish, it like basically never spawns. It's one of the things you need to be careful of if you bring the key up, which I also do. But yeah,
we saw that fish take a cape from a runner last race, in fact. So I was waiting to see if we were going to see it again.
Yeah, even if you're watching for that fish to spawn and notice it spawn, it's still so hard to dodge.
So it looks like Delca's not going to go for pipe fly. He's just going to go normal flight through this level. Still has a solid lead.
I'll also be interested to see if he goes for the backup cape. I'm not sure if he did last run, but
last run he had a backup cape like after Yoshi clip.
I see. Yeah,
he picked up a super early backup cape. He doesn't look like he's going for it this time though. It definitely benefited him last time.
Pretty much in this situation, you just have to go for that backup cape. You don't have to, but it's really
smart. In a race format, when you have this kind of lead, you're going to want whatever advantage you can have.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic died so many times in Roy Fly last time. Let's see if his practice helps him. Little shaky flight. He's going to hit one of those Potaboos, I know it, and he's going to take a death.
Yeah, unfortunately, he did need that extra cape pump, and I actually thought he was... Like, if he had adjusted that back to good, that would have been very impressive, because it started so badly. He nearly got back, but it just didn't work out.
Yep, he's going to have to go back to Force of Illusion 1, pick up another cape. Roy has just not been treating him well. Oh, goodness. Okay, he got his flower back. Picking a bad spot to drop that flower as he zoomed past it.
Yeah, I was concerned that he would maybe make the wrong decision about when to turn back, but...
Once again, start select on a SNES Classic is awful.
Oh, right, is that what that is? Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. And delcaMX is going back for cape. Well, honestly, with him going back for cape, this is an advantage for Sonic if he can get it, and he does. That was nice.
Yeah, Delca took an unfortunate death under the Yoshi block of Chocolate Island 2.
Well, I think I must have been rubbing my crystal ball there whenever I said about backup cape. And now that's not to say I told you so, but really, if you've got like a 2 or 3 minute lead, assuming you know about grabbing that backup cape, get it every time. Yeah, I was actually going to suggest there at this point, coming all this way back, actually just do grab the 2. So I'm glad that Delco went back in to get that. But he still has a 2-level lead and most of this cutscene. A lot has to go wrong for Delca and a lot has to go right for Sonic, but we can maybe still see a path to victory for Sonic, but doing well for Delca. Yeah, actually, I should have known that. I guess. I don't know. Oh, Delca actually got item fly there. It didn't help him. Actually, lost in time. It was still cool.
It's really cool to see whenever you grab an item and still maintain flight. He's gonna be moving into Chocolate Secret. Let's see how safe he plays this. As we heard from one of our commentators last night, if you know what you're doing, it should never be an issue.
Yeah, that was me. Wow.
Fortunately, he hit that block before he lost his cape, so it was still a cape hanging out for him. A very rough. He needs to learn the Steven strat.
Yeah, it's super tough. And again, it's similar as well to spinning through those Buzzy Beetles in VD1. You just don't want to leave strats up to luck. That's actually the last thing that you want to do. Now, again, that's not to criticize how Delca's been playing. Certainly been very impressive.
Sonic losing both power-ups in room 1 of the Chocolate Ghost House, almost dying, getting a reverse side door.
If Sonic can actually like hold on here and get through this room, I'm actually sort of glad he's playing this safe, because even though the damage boost is consistent, he has a chance to make up some time. Uh-oh, did he despawn the...
No, okay, he's good, he's good. I was worried he despawned those boozes. They went pretty far off the left side.
Now, Sonic, I'm so hoping that he's going to remember, grab cape in Chocolate Island 2, and then continue on. He can do that. He can grab cape for free. Well, not free, but he can grab cape and get the secret exit. Now, he needs to be kind of quick about it, but it's doable. He's entering. That's a good sign. Wait,
it is
oh, no,
what he attempted last. No, Delca lost his... Oh.
Or did he go back? Oh, maybe he's going back in.
He must be going back. I did see him finish. He did lose cape in there at first. Maybe he was going back thinking that was a safe cape, and those chucks proved him wrong again.
Okay, so Sonic is heading on without cape. I'm interested to see... Oh, maybe he's banking on grabbing the cape on the next level. But
what happened
Sonic
last
had a really
race?
good opportunity. Like,
what happened last race was Sonic lost cape, went through this level normally, and then went back for the 21 coin cape. So he might do that again.
Oh, he might do that again, although he could do that all in one go. Unfortunately, now he doesn't realize, but
I think he keeps it out of his head because he grabs that Yoshi. Maybe that's keeping him from realizing the potential strat optimization he could be using here.
I'm so glad he had that Yoshi.
Yep, he always grabs that backup Yoshi. He's way more comfortable in all castles, and you can normally tell with these runners, depending on who grabs that Yoshi and who doesn't.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Almost taking a death, getting the God tier 258 on his timer.
Yeah, whenever I saw the start of that jump, I was like, yeah, this is not good.
These chucks have not been treating our runners well.
I'm happy to be wrong about that one. Delca, meanwhile, is going through room 2. That was a good room 1 from Delca. he regains the P speed. Nicely done. Nice recovery. Oh
Oh
my.
goodness. Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
So that was pretty scary, but I have to say that was really, really good. So many good recoveries there, although he needs not to lose this cape. Losing this cape is a nightmare.
Yep, backup cape coming in handy. Did lose the
Why
cape.
do we
This is
say
gonna
these
hurt.
things?
And we see Sonic doing what he did
Oh
last race.
no! Well, that is actually Sonic has a real opportunity now. Sonic is back in this.
Yep. Sonic is very much back in.
A good way to start would be to do the Steven strap, but it looks like he sort of forgot what level he was going into. Like he wasn't holding.
Yep.
Oh, why is he not grabbing that back? I would have grabbed that backup kit. Oh, and he got the midway. That's good. Midway is, midway's fun, isn't it? Hopefully he won't be eating that midway.
Hopefully he won't need it, yeah. Alright, Delca making his back for Windy round 2.
Yeah, and this fight is tough as Small Mario, even if you're experienced in this game.
It is. She's got him on the ropes. Those Potoboos are not going to be forgiving on this. They're right there. Ooh, he almost killed himself twice with those. So sketchy.
Just wake me up when this fight ends.
Oh,
I'm scared.
All right.
Okay,
Getting his final hit. He is out of Windy. Wow. That was something. Sonic hot on his heels. He's going to be exiting Chocolate Secret right now, making his way into Windy's castle. There is still a lot left. We have seen that Valley Fortress take so much from these runners. There's plenty of time for Sonic to catch up and take this.
If Sonic can get out of Castle 6 with Cape or even as Big Mario, he's got a big advantage now. That's easier said than done. Knowing how difficult this level is to sort of less experienced players, it's a big ask, but we'll see.
Yeah, that was definitely shown with Delca's run through with Windy.
And
Sonic
what?
taking a crush. It looked like he did that fine. Normally he would go under that crusher.
I was ready to celebrate. I was like ready to say you nailed it, dude. But
watching it again on the stream, I don't see anything wrong with what he did.
I mean, he must have bad flight speed.
Too early.
He must have bad flight speed, but I just didn't see it.
Yeah, it looked like all his inputs were right, but he just wasn't where he needed to be. He's taking another death in Windy's castle to a saw. Didn't get up on the block when he needed to. Put him on a bad cycle, not where he wanted to be.
Yeah, this has been tough. Been very tough.
Delca now has a very healthy lead. Sonic taking a third death in Windy's castle to the second Potoboo.
Yeah, so at this here point, if you're only Big Mario and you've got to wait in the second boo ring, just damage boost through it. You can pick up an extra mushroom in this room, and even having a mushroom, well, I was going to say it isn't much of an advantage, it actually is sort of nice, but Sonic needs, I was about to say Sonic needs to be careful, but he actually has loads of lives from earlier.
Yeah, he learned from last run. He needs to stack up on some of those. Delca making his way to the end of Sunken Ghost Ship. And what's that? That's
I don't know.
Orb.
I think it's the Sunken Ghost Ship end.
Still not saying orb, huh?
No. But we'll be back tomorrow, maybe. Delca going back for Cape. Even though I always continue no Cape, I endorse this, especially with such a lead, but also going on no Cape is pretty difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to go back for Cape, especially with the lead that he has. Sonic taking another death right before Windy. He has taken 4 total deaths in Windy's castle.
Hey, take 2 Capes, why not? Actually, at this point, you sort of might as well. Because even for Delca, even though he's got that lead, things can still happen in Fort, and having just that extra buffer is just nice. Dude, it's so hard to watch. It's just it's an ugly cycle, that you can just get yourself into, and
It really is. It's something we see a lot in races. When you start taking deaths, you get tilted pretty quickly, and they tend to just snowball. This is also a big reason why we say that these runners should be practicing no cape strats. Sonic taking a 5th death in Wendy's Castle.
You got this, dude.
Yep, I want to see him continue on.
He got the midway. I mean, he's out the midway for a while, but I'm just noticing. Okay, just waiting this time. And that's why we have that backup cape. A big old fan of the big old backup cape. Yeah, this is tough.
This level takes a lot of capes from people. Sonic down to 1 life in Wendy's Castle. He really needs this to go well.
And the even tougher thing is, even if he gets through this room, that Wendy fight's really tough as Small Mario.
Very much so.
Oh my goodness.
He's on such a weird cycle with this room.
Yeah.
It's hard to be practice up for this when I know he practices cape so much.
My goodness, actually getting very close to that fireball and that yellow one.
Delca almost losing a life. Getting the 3rd and final hit. Sonic is out of Wendy's Castle. Delca's going to be making his way through the Valley of Bowser. He's going to wrap around the left side of the screen to find one of the harder secret exits for casual players to notice. There's a key hidden behind this left side. That's going to take him to the Valley Fortress, where we have seen the most power-up taken away, the most deaths. These crushers are highly unforgiving.
Okay, Delca not scrolling, so we'll have to wait.
Opting to spin jump through those enemies as opposed to just spin. He's not going to maintain P speed. He's going to take this nice and slow. Honestly, I highly recommend that at this point in the race. Context is highly important for what strats you do. I find racing to be all about risk management, and Delca is showing that off. Good job getting through those crushers. He's making his way into the Reznor fight.
They were a little bit tight at the end, but did get through there.
Good Reznor fight. He's got his eyes locked on Bowser's Castle. He's going into the Bowser fight. Sonic having to wait, not getting a despawn. Threading that needle. Is he going to take the damage boost? No. You can grab a mushroom in the next room. For any racer who's waiting on that, you need to wait till you start seeing Koopas on the screen to go right. There's a chance of despawning that mushroom. Delca making his way through the dark room.
I suppose the advantage of not damage boosting is you can have 2 mushrooms.
Yeah, I mean, what's better than 1 mushroom, right?
It actually isn't the worst play. You could do the damage boost in... Oh, well, there is a mid... Forget what I'm saying. Well, actually, you could grab an earlier cape in Valley of Bowser 2. That is... thing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it. I was... Orb from Sonic. I was so excited. Oh, Delca. I'll go for any cape kill. He's not going to get the ball skip. I believe he did the same way last race. He still has a healthy lead. He should not be too worried at this point. Though we have seen very sketchy Bowser fights in this tournament so far, anything can happen. knocking away the pity shroom. He doesn't need that. And to any racers who are not going to be doing ball skip, hugging the left wall is still optimal for you. Bowser's going to drop those balls a little bit faster. Oh.
Wow, that was awesome.
Oh my god, that was some of the coolest cape swag I've seen from Delca. Bouncing off Bowser's castle, taking the cape cancel on the bowling ball. He's going to miss one throw, but still get it. At least he didn't lose his Mecha Koopa. Doesn't have to go through a whole nother cycle, getting both hits, moving on to phase 3.
Yeah,
Sonic is small against the Monty Moles again.
It ended up being quite a good thing that Delca missed that shot by so much, because normally if you miss a shot, you're also losing your Mecha. Oh no, wow, what? That is maybe the worst one to die to.
Sonic losing his life to the final Monty Mole in Valley of Bowser 1. Delca losing his cape to Bowser.
Over till it's over.
He just needs 2 more hits.
That was so close.
He is playing this close. He's got his 5th hit. He needs 1 more to end. Get your GGs ready for him. We have our decided winner for this round 1 match. delcaMX versus Sonic. Delca's going to take the win.
And very impressive taking this one 2-0. With it being so close, there's a very good chance that we will see it be 2-1 to either player, so very well done.
Yep, this race could have gone either way. Sonic had very unfortunate deaths, especially his Windy. His first race, Roy seemed to be his issue. He at least has a cape this time going past the Monty Moles. It's going to give him a little bit of security, assuming he doesn't lose cape getting frame ruled to him. Alright, and he's going to be getting out of there, making his way to Valley of Bowser 2. Now, Delca, being the winner of this best-of-3 match, means Sonic, unfortunately, is eliminated, and Delca is going to move on to face Maiba in round 2. Maiba, of course, being number 2 in the world in this category, currently with a 32-54. It's going to be an intense match. I'm sure Delca's very much looking forward to it, as much as we are. We have seen sandbar attempts from Sonic, and he has gotten it in the past. I wonder if he's going to go for it now. He just crouched and took a death. We have a game over from Sonic in sandbar, a reset of the timer. And that's going to do it for our race. Delca is your champion versus Sonic. GG's to both runners. That will do it for round 1.
Okay, so I'm just gonna very quickly get invites out to the runners if they wish to join us for a quick chat. If not, we're moving on to our next race in about 20 minutes time. So it's already very close.
Yeah, and for the race we have coming up, we're going to be having Dunkel versus Stu. This is going to be a really great matchup. And this will be a round 2 match coming up. The winner of which, of course, will be facing Ben. So he will have a vested interest in watching this race. Gets to scope out his opponents.
Absolutely, gotta know what I'm going up against. I mean, I sort of already knew what I'm going up against. Stu, very, very good runner, known for 96. It's a 1:24, very, very respectable time. And Dunkel as well, certainly no joke. A very, very good racer, very good runner overall. So either way, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, that'll be a great watch. So hopefully everyone stays tuned in for that.
So we're actually going to have our runner, or one of our runners showing, SonicF. Delca actually passed up on the offer, but Sonic is joining us. Hello.
Yo, hey, what's up, guys?
So yeah, what an eventful race. All three of those matches. Well, we sort of had three matches, sort of had two, but there was just so much that went on during those.
Yeah, definitely. It was a really interesting race, and unfortunate for Delca to with the power out and everything. So I really had a feeling we should have done a rematch, and it was fair enough. He took the win like that, and he definitely deserved it.
Yeah, it definitely seemed you had some issues with Roy on one of your races and Wendy the next. What was going through your head?
I can't believe how I died the first time at Wendy. I really had a feeling I got the strat all right, even with visual cues and everything, but I still got crushed. And after that, all my dreams got destroyed.
That completely baffled me. It looked like you had done everything right, but that crusher just took you.
Exactly, that was exactly how I felt. And going through Wendy and dying over and over again, I had these thoughts in my head for thinking like, okay, maybe I should quit now, but I felt like, okay, I want to keep going at a certain point, and once I reached sandbar, I figured I should try to clip, and if I don't get it, it's game over.
Yeah, we always give props for the attempt here. You know that. I think you picked the right way of doing it.
It was a good way to go out.
Yeah, all in all, minus those castle deaths, you did have some good parts. You guys kept it neck and neck for a lot of your races.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I gotta admit I was pretty nervous at some points as well. But I've had a good time anyway. With the qualifiers and the first round being played this week, it's been a really good time. So I'm super glad I joined anyway.
Yeah, are you going to keep grinding this category, or are you about ready to move on after the tournament?
No, I cannot give up on this category yet because it's been really, really mean to me, and I gotta show him who's boss.
That's what I like to hear right there.
Yeah, I'm definitely grinding out this category, and I want to get my SOB of 35 minutes at least.
You got it. You got it for sure. And the amount of progress you've made, and even the practice I was watching earlier, Yeah, it was very impressive. So just keep at it.
Yeah, I also never played this category before the qualifiers were announced, so I just basically picked it up from the qualifiers and tried my best. That's all I could do.
Nice one.
Yeah, you
Yeah, it has to feel
definitely
good
good.
then. It has to feel good then, knowing that this was very close to 50-50, and Delca's been doing this for a lot longer, especially this category as well.
Yeah, I think Delca is a really impressive runner, and I hope he has a good match against Maiba, I believe, next run.
Yes,
Yep.
that will be the round 2 matchup that he moves on to.
That's definitely going to be an interesting race for sure. I hope I can catch him myself.
Yeah, and I think we'll hopefully see a lot more runs from you in the future for this category, lowering that PB.
Y'all know my name now. You can check me out whenever. Thank you for having me tonight. It was a real blast, and good luck to all the other runners in the tournament.
Yeah, and thank you, Sonic. We really appreciate Sonic coming in and discussing his runs with us, hanging out, joining this tournament. It's good.
Evaluation is a very good thing to do.
It definitely is. Well, thank you, Sonic, for coming in.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, you as well.
GG's again.
All right. Peace.
And that is going to do it for Sonic, who unfortunately is eliminated. He will be going home empty-handed. The winner of this matchup is delcaMX, winner of this round 1 race, moving on to face Maiba in round 2. We have more races coming up for you here on the No Star World Winter Tournament, right here on twitch.tv/speedgaming2. We'll be coming up with Dunkel and Stu shortly.